Hey, good afternoon everybody. This is John again from Volkswagenplanet, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about rust. Now, we all know that our beloved Volkswagens are getting up there in age, but there is a couple things that we can do to help prevent the rust from actually happening. Now, what this is I'm going to scan back out, and this is an inner fender well. This is of the 68 convertible that we've been talking about. And if you see, there's a hole right here by the upper inner fender well. This is where the fender would bolt up right here. As I'm pointing out, this is where the fender would go. So back in this corner is a really well-known area to rust. And let me show you why they rust and show you guys, hopefully we can help prevent or at least maybe prolong the inevitable. So what happens is this is where your hood would be. And we all wondered or have lost stuff back in these little tubes area right here. These are actually ventilation tubes. If you had an air box, it'd be right here. That cool air would go down here and goes out into the heater channels. But what happens is, this situation, leaves and stuff get stuck back in there, and dirt, road grime, and everything, or even occasional, you may have a leaky seal. And the next thing you know, it won't happen overnight, but, with this and that and that and this, next thing you know, you got a couple leaves down there. You got some, dirt that's been down there for, 20, 30 years. And now you got water. And what does that do? When all this gets together, it creates rust. Just like cars sit for a long period of time, they start rusting to death. This is what happens. So what I suggest, and now if you look at how this is, you're going to ask, well, how can I possibly prevent that? Well, we can't prevent this, but we can actually help this. Because if you go on the inside of the car, you can tell there's just no way to access this. This right here would be where all that junk is. Now, I guess you could cut this section out and clean this out, but this right here is the heater channel. So I don't recommend it, but I guess if the lesser of two sins, I guess you could cut this out to clean this out so you wouldn't have the inevitable. But if you got situations like this where you've had access panels, I highly recommend cleaning these out as much as possible, because once this rust starts going, guys, it's just a brutal, costs a really expensive game to fix this. A lot of labor, a lot of headaches, because this is part of the structure of the Beetle. There's not much there. It's just the heater channel and the floorboard is the whole structure of the car. So let's go back out here real quick. So what I recommend doing is, if you have the proper shop tools, take your air chuck, blow air in there, and clean out this as much as possible. And once you get that, just let it sit there for a couple minutes. I'm not saying like 5 or 10 minutes, but keep blowing out as much as possible. Then get a really thin vacuum, stick it in there, and try to clean it. Try to get as much of that dirt and compound or leaves or whatever's gotten in there over the years to break it up, so it doesn't become like concrete in there, and possibly save your beloved Volkswagen's life. Because what happens in the end, like I said, you're going to have to cut the inner fender well out, or you're going to lose the strength of this heater channel. And then once you start losing that, then you got to do inner fender well, heater channel, and then the water's going to roll out onto your floorboard. So like I said, it's just a never-ending battle, but we can help, at least stop or help the, prolong this condition. Or if you guys are pretty handy with a welder, cut a little section out, and but that's just a lot of work. So like I said, and then this is what I also wanted to show you too. Now we can't see this coming from the outside, but this is right where that wire harness would go. So kind of think about this scenario too. Let's say you got a faulty hood seal. Next thing you know, it's sitting like this. Well, the water comes off, drips down, and look right where it would go. It would run right into this hole. This is the wiring harness we're talking about that I just showed you. This would run right down, and it would come and drop right into this section right here. And what's in this section? On probably 99% of our cars, dirt, leaves, maybe squirrel's nest or some acorns, all this decaying stuff that just decays. Or, I mean, it's bad enough some of the cars up north got rock salt on the roads and stuff, but now we got to deal with this. So that's just a quick tip, guys. I hope it helps somebody out. Or even if you're going to go to buy a Volkswagen, for all the newbies, this is a section you really got to look at. It's not that bad if you catch it early, but this is what happens when you just turn your face, or I guess turn your head and don't realize what this situation could. This could be a lot worse. This isn't too bad yet, but it's just the longer you let it go, the more expensive it's going to get. So I just want to say thank you guys for your support. This is just a quick video. I know it has no rhyme or reason, but like I said, I just happened to see it. Maybe pass the information on to you guys. So like, comment, share, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, or don't comment, no big deal. And we'll catch you on the next video. As we say in all of our videos, God bless you, God bless your family, God bless our great nation, the United States of America, and we'll catch you on the next video, guys. Take care and have a good weekend.